Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to our weekly Redfin live update. I'm just going to bring on some folks for Instagram, and they should be on now. So, thanks again for joining me. This is our weekly Redfin live update. We're going to jump right into the Redfin data. Definitely changes happening. Prices are down again. They were down last week. The median sale price nationally is down again this week. And the odd thing that's going on in the market is that despite mortgage rates dropping the last few weeks, they definitely dropped over the last 7 days and to like the mid sixes, 6.5, 6.6 or so. The demand doesn't look like it's coming off the sidelines yet. It looks like we're still, pending sales are still down. Actually, they posted their largest drop, I think, in 9 months, according to the data we're going to see today. So, yeah, demand doesn't seem like it's, flying off the sidelines yet. Remains to be seen if mortgage applications will really pick up. I know refinance applications are up based on some conversations I've had with some mortgage brokers, but yeah, it seems like prices are starting to soften somewhat. But active inventory is still not where we need to go. So, all right, we're going to get to the data right now. So the agenda is we're doing the national update. Then we will dive into Columbus, and I'm going to also do Cleveland because I'm in Ohio, and and then we're going to do Houston, Texas. We're going to do Nashville, Tennessee, Newark, New Jersey. We're going to do Phoenix, Arizona, Seattle, Washington, and Irvine, California. Those were all requests from people that wanted to see that information for those metros. If you have a metro you want me to analyze, put it in the comments below. Even if you're watching this on the replay, put it in the comments below. I'll get to it on the next Redfin Live. So usually I'll do these on Thursdays, Thursday mornings. All right. So we'll dive right in. Let me pull up this data and move my picture around. All right. So I won't read the whole article, but one of the things that, and I forgot to highlight it, but one of the things that I popped out to me was that they start off by talking about mortgage rates. So they say mortgage rates dropped to their lowest level since April of 2023 earlier this week, falling to a daily average of 6.34% on August 5th after a weaker than expected jobs report stoked recession fears. So comment below, do you think there's going to be a recession? We still haven't hit it technically, I guess. But a lot of people feel like we're already in it. Rates have since ticked up to 6.58 as of August 7th. This morning, I think they were 6.58 when I looked at Mortgage News Daily. That's still near the lowest level in over a year. Falling rates are welcome news for home buyers who have gained tens of thousands of dollars in purchasing power in the last month alone. So, are you one of those people? You may be one of those folks that are waiting for rates to drop more, or maybe they've dropped enough that now you're out there house hunting. It's very possible. I know some of my clients as a realtor tell me, well, I'm going to wait till next spring. Some people say they're going to wait till after the election. That one mystifies me. But some are saying, hey, I'm going to buy now. So I do have some buyer clients that are looking to buy, and they're they're ready to make offers. They're making offers now. So people are reacting somewhat to mortgage rates, but not nationally overall. It doesn't seem like. We'll see that in a minute. And then they also say home prices are also falling from their peak. The median sale price was $389,000 during the 4 weeks ending August 4th, more than a $6,000 drop from early July's all-time high. While that's a typical seasonal decline, the year-over-year increase of 3.2 is the smallest increase in 9 months, indicating that price growth has eased slightly. Thank goodness, right? We need some prices to moderate a little bit for people because it's just plain unaffordable. It just is, right, in many areas. And I'm hearing that. I have clients that are like, as many as I have that say I'm ready to buy. I've got a bunch that are saying, no, I'm not ready to buy till prices drop, if they ever will, here in Columbus. So let's just jump to the leading indicators now. I did highlight some of these I thought was interesting. So we know about the mortgage rate, but mortgage purchase applications, it increased 1% from a week earlier. So even though rates dropped, mortgage purchase applications haven't increased that much. They're still down 11% year over year. So that, I mean, and that's an indicator, right? If you see mortgage purchase applications increase, then people are like, all right, more people are ready to jump in and actually buy, or at least apply for a mortgage. But if you're not seeing that, then it means that demand is still kind of suppressed. Redfin Home Buyer Demand Index. I also highlighted this. This is their way of calculating total home buyer demand. That's essentially unchanged from a month earlier, down 13%. So the way they gauge home buyer demand is with it's a measure of showings and requests for tours and how much interest people have with Googling for homes for sale and whatnot on Google. That's unchanged. So even though rates have decreased, you've got not a big increase at all in mortgage purchase applications and not a big change in home buyer demand. Tell me what you guys think, but I think it's probably because like there was a massive drop in the stock market over the last couple of weeks. And we had a couple days of really bad days in the stock market. So it's like maybe a lot of people look at that. They look at their 401k, they look at their IRA, they look at their investment accounts, and they're like, man, I feel poor today. So I'm not going to buy a house. That could be what's going on, right? People are afraid of the election or recession or whatever. It's possible. Touring activity is up 13% from the start of the year, but that should be because it's warmer out than it was in January. So I'm not sure that means a whole lot. Google searches for homes is up 4% from a month earlier. Not a big change. People look for homes more in the summer, I guess. I don't know how much how much stock to put in that. All right, now let's go to the juicy stuff. So they look at the top 400 metros, Redfin does, and they look at the median sale price, asking price, supply, demand, all that jazz. But this is only for the top 400 metros. Only for the top 400 metros. And I have something today for you guys on supply that I thought was really interesting based on info I saw on from Real Estate Mindset. I saw some info and from Melody Wright that I checked into and was really surprised. So I'll show that in a minute when we talk about supply. But median sale price, $389,750. That's a 3.2% increase year over year, $6,300 below the all-time high. The smallest increase in 9 months. So when they say the smallest increase, they mean from this year compared to last year. We've been trending like in the 5s, high 4s, and now we're in the 3s. So, will this keep going down? A lot of people think we're going to end up lower than we did this time at the end of this year. They think we're going to end up lower overall, like it'll be down. So come, December, the end of December, Christmas, New Year's, you're going to see that we're actually down year over year for median sale price. I'm not sure that's going to happen. My call is 3 to 5% year over year increase in median sale price. That was my call at the beginning of the year. I'll stick with it. Actually, I called that in 2023, but we'll see if that happens. Median asking price, $401,000. The median asking price is definitely, you'll see it's gone up the last couple of weeks again, which isn't good if you're looking for lower prices. Median monthly mortgage payment, $2,665. That's the lowest level since March. $169 below the all-time high. So lowest level since March, still a higher payment, right, than what a lot of people want or can afford. I understand that. I mean, to be transparent, that this payment is what I pay for my house. That's like almost identical. Like I pay $2,600 a month with insurance and taxes. And so, and I know if I went to buy my house now, the payment would not be $2,600. I don't know. I may not be able to afford it. It could be, my payment could be $3,500, $3,800 a month now. I don't want to pay that. So I get it. The people are on the sideline. Pending sales, this is down a ton, down 6.7% year over year. So despite lower rates, we're not seeing more pending sales. The activity level, the number of closed transactions is not really increasing either. I think we may set a record for the lowest number of closed sales in a year. We're under 4 million. I think we're around 3.8 right now, annualized. New listings, 95,000 new listings hit the market. That's up 5.9% compared to last year. But that's not enough to cause a huge influx of inventory. You'll see that in a minute in the chart. It's just not. All right, active listings. We just hit 1 million active listings. That's an increase of 18.9% year over year in active listings. I'll tell you, Realtor.com data, though, I just reviewed that, did a video. I'll post it in the next couple of days. That one shows us up like 30, I want to say we're up 36% according to Realtor.com in active listings year over year. But we are still right now in active listings down 29% according to Realtor.com data, down 29% compared to pre-pandemic. So before the pandemic, we actually had basically 30% more homes for sale than we do right now, which is nuts, right? It's crazy. All right, so that brings me to active listings. So take a look at this real quick. I'm just going to jump to this screen. So this, folks, is I got this from the National Association of Realtors. And one of the things that I saw on Real Estate Mindset recently was a chart that Travis put up that showed the number of closed transactions by price bucket, meaning what houses are selling, what price buckets are selling the most. In other words, instead of just saying what houses are selling overall or how many are selling, Travis said, all right, well, I want to know, are more expensive houses selling than inexpensive houses? And it's true. If you look at the number of closed transactions, expensive houses have actually increased a lot year over year. And, affordable homes priced under 250 grand are down year over year, according to his data, in sales. So less homes selling that are inexpensive, more expensive homes are selling. So that's basically the way to say that, right? But I wanted to know why that was. And I had a suspicion that it was because of inventory. It wasn't because people didn't want to buy inexpensive houses. So I went to the National Association of Realtors and found this. And this information I thought was pretty telling. Let me just move this thing here. Oh, I can't do any of this. I'm going to go to this one. So look at this. Inventory of existing homes by price buckets. If anybody knows Travis, or you can get a hold of him or show him this data maybe. But it's not that inexpensive houses aren't selling and expensive houses are selling more. It's that there's no inventory of inexpensive houses. Look at this. Under $100,000 homes. There are homes priced under 100 grand. There markets like that do exist. Those are down over 10% in inventory. We have less less active listings of inexpensive homes right now compared to last year. Look at $100,000 to $250,000. There's only a 12% increase, according to NAR, in active listings of homes priced 100 to 250 grand. Now, as you get more expensive, you get more listings, right? Look at $1 million homes. Those are up over 25%, almost 30% in inventory. The point is, inexpensive inventory is not hitting the market, and therefore it's not selling. So keep that in mind when you're looking at active inventory. So active listings, we're going back to Redfin data, active listings, 1 million active listings. But remember, that is a mix of inexpensive and expensive homes. Not a lot of inexpensive homes, a lot more expensive homes available to purchase. hence why they're selling more. All right. Months of supply, 3.4 months of supply. Yeah, that's increasing. It's up 0.6 points year over year. 4 to 5 months is considered a balanced market. A lot of people are saying we're basically at 4 months now, we'll be in a buyer's market because inventory has been so suppressed that now if we have 4 months of supply, life's good and it's a buyer's market. So tell me what you think. You think it's a buyer's market now? Maybe it is. Share of homes off the market in 2 weeks or less, 36%. That's down from 44. So homes are sitting longer. They're not flying off the market as fast. Median days on market, 34 days. That's up 6 days. So again, homes sitting longer. Share of homes with the price drop, 7.2%. That's the highest level on record. The highest level on record. And the average sale to list price ratio is 99.4%. That's down 0.4 points. So people aren't paying on average more than the list price. This hits home to me because I actually just listed a house. It's a house that I own and it was a flip. I just finished it and I put it on the market last Sunday and I just got it into contract yesterday. And I will share with you, I'm not going to share the price yet until it closes and everything, but suffice to say, I put it in contract lower than I was listing the house for, than I was asking. I thought it was a fair asking price, but I didn't get a lot of showings in the first day or second day. And then the activity really picked up and somebody came through the house and made me an offer. And, it's an affordable house. So in this area, it was priced under 275. So it was definitely an affordable house, but it was out in the country. But it's a change from where the market has been. When I flipped houses over the last few years and, before the pandemic, post-pandemic, and I can tell you that it seems like now people are definitely buyers are more savvy. They're making offers lower than list price. And so that's good, right? There's more of a balanced type market. And again, if it hit me in the face because I listed a house that I put a lot of time and money into and thought I would get asking at least, but I didn't. So we'll see where it closes. It's in contract now, but people are buying homes, but they're not willing to pay, I don't think, over asking like they were before. As much. There are still areas where people are probably doing bidding wars, but it's less. Okay. Now, top 50 most populous US metros. Redfin goes in there and says, where are the losers? Where are the winners? What areas are increasing the most with pricing and pending sales and all that. So we'll hit this real quick. Then we'll dive into the metro level data after the charts. All right. Detroit, Michigan, 16.8% increase in median sale price. Anaheim, California, Providence, Rhode Island, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and Nassau County, New Jersey. All those led the country with median sale price increases. Median sale price declined in 5 of the top 50 US metros for Redfin. So 45 metros actually increased in median sale price. Austin, Dallas, San Antonio made this list for the most decrease year over year in median sale price. Nashville, Tampa were on that list as well. So a lot of Texas areas, people think Nashville. I hear a lot of people talk about Nashville being the epicenter of a crash. I don't know. Nashville's a nice area. Maybe it goes down. I don't know about a crash. But we're going to look more closely at Nashville later today or later in this video. So that was median sale price declining, but still increasing in most metros. Pending sales. These cities led the nation in pending sale increases year over year. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Newark, New Jersey, Riverside, California, Providence, Rhode Island, Sacramento, California. I mean, if you lead the country Well, first, it only increased in 6 metros, right? You can see that over here. Only increased in 6 metros. But if you lead the country in Sacramento, you're one of the leaders, and you're only a 0.4% increase in pending sales. That's not very good. Look at Houston. Houston down 30% in pending sales. 30% year over year. Wow. Atlanta, Detroit, Minneapolis, West Palm Beach, all down double digits in pending sales. New listings, 21% increase in San Jose. San Jose is nuts. It's like they led the nation in new listings. They're usually in price increase, but they're not this month. That's interesting. They fell off that list. But new listings, they're actually up 21%. A lot of new listings. New Brunswick, New Jersey, up 18%. Montgomery County, PA, up 18%. Baltimore, Maryland, up 18%. And San Diego, California, up 17 or 18% if you're rounding up. So there are areas where new listings are increasing double digits. And we need new listings. We need a lot more, right? Got to have them. Atlanta, Houston, Austin, Detroit, and Warren, Michigan all led in a decline of new listings. Look at Houston, down 12% in new listings. Look at Austin, down 6% in new listings. So it'll be interesting to see, we'll look at the chart in a minute, if the lack of the explosion, lack of explosions in new listings, I guess I could say. I wonder if the lack of those will translate into lower active listings as we go through the winter. Be interesting to see. All right, time for these charts. We'll run through this. Median sale price. You can see it. It's starting to go down. It always does this time of year, but it's down pretty sharply, right? So again, a lot of people think we're going to end up down from 2023, like down around here, like 350 grand or something. It's possible, right? Anything's possible, but it's going to take a serious decline in pricing for that to happen. Median asking price up 6% year over year. This is starting to climb up again. Let's hope it doesn't keep doing that, but you can see it peaked here, right? At one point, like in June, and then it started to decline, and then median sale price started to come down. Now it's starting to go up again. Be interesting to see if median sale price then follows it upwards. I don't know. Homebuyer housing payments up 4% year over year. Still really expensive compared to, last year, and certainly compared to 2021 to buy a home. A lot more expensive, right? Pending sales down 7%. Really bad. Like way under last year, way under the years before that. Look at 2021. We were doing much better. So if you're an agent, a title company, a mortgage broker, you got to be feeling it. I'm getting a lot of calls as an agent. I'm getting a lot of calls from title companies, mortgage brokers, just wanting to network and, try to work with you to maybe on your next listing, partner with them. Because I imagine they're hurting for business. They got to be. I mean, the transactions are just bad. So it's kind of interesting too, right? You've got the National Association of Realtor lawsuit situation with agents, and that's coming August 17th. That all changes. So a lot of flux in the business, I suppose. But at the end of the day, people still need to buy and sell homes. And there's always business out there, no matter how bad the market is. Always people to go call on. New listings of homes is up 6%. Yep. It shot up this week. There's no doubt. But look back here in the left. When you look back to the left and you can see where we were, we didn't really hit new listings that went above 21 or 2022. And now the trajectory overall is down. It's just not impressive. There's just not a lot of new listings. There's not. Mainly because people don't want to buy the more expensive house. Move up, right? Why move up into a more expensive house when rates are high? And let's be honest, right? Even 6.5 with the prices the way they are, maybe too much for people. Active listings of homes for sale up 19%. You see how that's like leveling off now? It's not exponentially increasing anymore. So it'd be a shame if we didn't continue to grow active listings during the winter, because my guess is rates are going to keep coming down, right? You would anticipate that after the Fed actually does cut. Even if they come down to the low sixes, we still need more inventory to handle any kind of increase in demand. 3.4 months of supply, but look where it's headed. It's down now from last week. We really need this to be higher, I think. Again, people say, I've heard other folks like Mike Zuber on One Rental at a Time said, well, 4 months of supply is actually a buyer's market now. It could be. Technically, that's a balanced market, but maybe it's a buyer's market. Is it a buyer's market where you are? It's not where I am yet. Although somebody did just get a discount on my flip, so maybe it is a buyer's market. 37% of pending sales under contract within 2 weeks. This is down 4 years low, right? Look at that compared to the other years. I mean, back in 2021, we were at, is that 21 or 22? Nope, 2022, we were like at 55% of pending sales were under contract in 2 weeks or less. So houses are sitting longer. Homes sold a median of 34 days. That's up. That's a 4-year high. Homes are like obviously sitting longer. That's good. You want to take your time. 30% of homes sold above final list price. That's a 4-year low. And look back here. We were at 55% in 2022 of homes were selling above final list price. 7.2% of listings had price drops. Man, price drops are big, right? I mean, they're exploding, no doubt. That's good. Maybe sellers are becoming more realistic. I'll tell you also, I have 2 other listings right now, and they're more expensive. And the more expensive listings just aren't getting the love that the inexpensive listings are, or the affordable listings. I mean, no surprise, right? But that's a change over the last couple of years. I mean, the last few years, it's been like you put anything on the market, it'll sell. But now, you got to be a lot more strategic and keep in mind that more expensive houses, $1 million, $2 million homes may sit a while because, that's just how historically it's been. So that's probably a new market, or that's probably a normal market, right? It's okay. We want normalcy rather than just nutty buying, crazy buying. Average home sold for 99.4% of final list price. So people aren't paying as much, right? They're not overpaying, going 100 and like back here, right? Back here in 2022, they were paying 102% of final list price on average. So at least now they're paying below asking. And that's below the current list price, not the original list price. The original list price is what you originally listed for. And if somebody drops a price and then somebody buys it at 99.4% of the final list price, it could be, 95% of the original list price. That's possible. Redfin Home Buyer Demand Index is the last chart here before we get into the metros. And that is down, no surprise, down a lot compared to last year. Boy, can demand get worse? Maybe, right? If they call a recession, technically, if stock market tanks, could get worse. Demand could actually get worse. It's very possible. Okay, so let's jump into the downloadable data. This is a different section of Redfin. You can go here as well. The link's in the description below. And basically, You can click any metro, the top 400 metros. You can sort through and click those to find out what's happening in your local market, more so than national, obviously. And then you can also change it to county if you want to. So you can go to a county level. But I'm going to stick with metro level and go to Columbus to start off with. If you have a metro you want me to analyze, just put it below. I'm happy to do it. Make sure my picture's okay. It's not. Oh, I'll do that. That's cool. All right, let's do C-Bus, Columbus, Ohio. I live about 30 minutes outside of Columbus, so they say the Columbus metro area, it's pretty much the central Ohio market, is how they look at that. Median sale price in Columbus, Ohio. I don't like to start with median sale price, but it was already up here, so we'll look at that. $346,000 median sale price. 346. Now, last week we were at 345, so $1,000 bump. But it's just, I mean, this needs to come down a lot more for locals. I don't know if it will. I'm not sure it will. It's still up 5% year over year. I mean, we started, look where we started, 315 grand. Man. This time, or beginning of this year, 315 grand, now we're at 346. Wow. All right, let's look at new listings in Columbus. New listings up 5.2% year over year. That's a little better than last week, but it's still nowhere close to what we have to have for new listings to actually have more active listings. So let's go to active next. Active listings. All right, a little bit of an increase. We're at 16% year over year. Nationally, Redfin says we're at 18%, so Columbus is lagging behind there. I'm guessing now pending sales. Let me do months of supply first and find out what's up with that. Oh, 10.2 weeks of supply, which is basically what, 2.5 months of supply. It's still a seller's market here in Columbus. Year over year, up 1.2 weeks, but it's not heading up anymore. I'm curious to see what pending sales are doing. Pending sales up 1.4%. So nationally, we're at what? A drop of 9%. Is that right? Just gonna go back and look real quick. Down 7% year over year nationally. So Columbus is way behind the curve. Oh, I'm sorry, above the curve when it comes to pending sales. We're actually up 1.4%. I guess that's a little better, but not going to do the trick if you're in the business. You need a lot more activity. People just aren't listing their homes. They're just not. They're not listing and buying the next one. It's definitely not a normal market. It's a weird market, I would say. All right, let's go to Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio. Let me do new listings first for Cleveland. Hey, look at new listings for Cleveland, up 4.5% for Cleveland. Huh. But pretty much like it was last year. Not that exciting. Let's look at active inventory for Cleveland. Oh my. See, everything's local, folks. Look at that. Cleveland, Ohio, down 1.47% for active listings. Huh. There are metros that have less inventory than they did last year. So Columbus is up, what, 14%? Nationally, we're up 18% in active inventory, but Cleveland is down. Jeez. All right, now I'm really curious. Let's see months of supply. Boy, this is a convoluted chart. Look at that. Weeks of supply. We can count that, I guess. Let me take out 22 and 21. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, it's basically flat, right? Weeks of supply is basically flat. 8.7 weeks of supply, just barely over 2 months of supply. So still a seller's market in Cleveland. All right, bring these back in. And then let me do pending sales. Pending sales down 6.3%. Geez. So active inventory is down. Pending sales are down. There must be some stale inventory there. Must be some maybe houses that are all beat up. Maybe they need a couple $100,000 in work, new windows, foundations, roofs, stuff like that. Maybe they're just expensive homes. There are some really expensive areas in Cleveland. And so maybe, they're expensive homes sitting on the market a long time. But it doesn't look like it's fresh inventory. All right. Oh, I want to do median sale price. Can't forget that. Median sale price in Cleveland. Where's that? 233 grand. They started the year at $193,000. Now they're at $233,000. They peaked, it looks like, back in May, June at 247 grand, an increase of 11% year over year. Now Cleveland's up 5% year over year. Be interesting to see if they actually end up above 2023. But they're headed down right now. Median sale price is. Always interesting to look at these local markets. That was Cleveland. All right, next we're going to jump over to Houston. Now, Houston had awful weather recently. So I'm wondering what's happening with new listings, because new listings cratered probably because of the hurricane, I'm guessing. But new listings right now is still down 12% year over year. That's nuts. That's nuts. Active listings, where is that? It's up 17% year over year for Houston, but it's headed down again, probably because of the hurricane. I'm guessing. That's a complete guess. But it seems strange that, a lot of other areas of Texas are like cratering with a lot of inventory and prices are decreasing, but Houston's not. All right, let's do months of supply. Wow. Months of supply is 18 weeks, a little over 4 months. So it's balanced or maybe leaning towards a buyer's market in Houston. Let's look at pending sales. Geez, look at pending sales. Oh, yeah, they were on the biggest decline list earlier. 30% down. 30%. Jeez. Must be because, again, it has to be because of the hurricane. I mean, only thing I can figure. Wow. All right. Last one is median sale price. $352,000. Year over year, up 3%. Boy, Columbus, Ohio is almost as expensive as Houston. Never thought I'd see that. Where did Houston start? 330 grand. So Houston's up 22,000 this year. Okay. That's Houston. Nashville, Tennessee. Oop. Before I do Nashville, let me check to see if anybody made a comment or has any questions. Oh, I got one here. I'd like to see Delaware, Ohio, since it's supposed to be the fastest growing and richest county in Ohio. I'd like to see if Intel, Google, Facebook, and Amazon would be a factor for Central Ohio. Yeah, that's a great idea. If I have time today, I'll do it. Kill them softly, or I'll do it on the next one. And I also do a update for just Ohio, like a really deep dive for Ohio, like down to like neighborhoods and school districts and everything. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably do that next week. But thanks for your comment and question. Yeah, I will definitely do Delaware, Ohio. What's up, Steve? Wait till after the election. That seems crazy to me. I agree. Like, I, I don't get that philosophy. I mean, you can't control that. You have very little control over it. So I don't know. Like, if you want to buy a house and you have the money and you're like, well, this fits my budget, my lifestyle, I need a house or I want to buy a house, then you want to buy one. If you don't, then you don't. I mean, it is what it is. So it's like, I don't know. That's like the last factor I look at would be, and I wouldn't even pay attention to it. But that's me. That's not everybody. Thanks, Steve. Is Kansas City Metro available? Oh, hey, Kyle. I don't know. I'm gonna. I'll definitely check today when I'm done with. My last one on my list was Irvine, California. So after Irvine, I'll check Kansas City. But yet last time it wasn't available. I don't understand that. I don't get it. So, but I will double check that. Thank you. Let me write that down. I'll forget. KC. All right. All right. Let's go back to this. All right. Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to do new listings in Nashville. Up 9% in Nashville, Tennessee. So definitely you have some new listings. That's good. Let's look at active listings. Active listings is leveled off, up 14% year over year. I'd like to know what kind of inventory that is. I mean, out of all the metros I've been to in the last couple of years, Nashville may have like the most impressive houses. Some of the houses in Nashville are just downright stupid, like big and nice. I'm not talking big like 5,000 square feet. They look like they're 10,000 square feet. They look like castles, and there's neighborhoods of them. So I don't know if it's just more expensive houses that are sitting, but the new listings are up. Active listings are up, but it's not like they're skyrocketing. All right, let's look at months of supply, Nashville. Weeks of supply, 15 weeks of supply, a little over 4 months. But now it's headed down again. So a lot of these metros have decent months of supply, like it's headed in the right direction, but the active listings overall aren't exponentially increasing. It looks like maybe a lot of it is demand isn't flourishing, but it's enough to kind of keep the good properties off the market, right? When they hit the market, they get purchased. All right, let's look at median sale price. All right, median sale price is flat year over year in Nashville, $460,000. They started back at 449 grand. So they're kind of flat overall for the year and flat compared to last year. It hasn't crashed. I wouldn't say that's a crash, but it's not skyrocketing upwards. So in Nashville, it looks like maybe there's some price relief going on, and you probably need it. You probably need some relief when it comes to prices. I know a couple of folks there, and they tell me that it's obviously unaffordable and ridiculous from all the migration. All right. Next on the list is Newark, New Jersey. Whoops. Newark, New Jersey. They're always on the top list. That's why I thought it was good that somebody suggested it. Let's do new listings for Newark. Only up 3.6% year over year in new listings. Active listings down 5.47% year over year. So you've got a place like Columbus or even nationally where you're double digits increase in active listings. Then you got a place like Newark, New Jersey, and you're down 5.47% in active listings. That's surprising. Pending sales. Look at pending sales, only up 2.5%. So I think this demonstrates maybe what would happen nationally if demand picked up at all. Like right now, demand is down, demand pending sales are down 7% nationally, and you're seeing active listings stay steady. If demand increases and pending sales, go up just a little bit over last year. So if they go up a few percentage points, like Newark, New Jersey is now 2.5% in pending sales. That's not a big increase from last year, but it's enough because there's not a lot of new listings and not a lot of active listings that are good. So that can keep, obviously, that'll keep supply off the market. I assume prices are high in Newark, New Jersey. I assume they are. Yeah, they're up 10% year over year. That's crazy. Newark, New Jersey up 10%. Median price in Newark, $613,000. They started at $523,000. And this has just kept going up this year. So there's definitely demand still in Newark, New Jersey. I'm going to go back to active listings real quick and just check on it again. Yeah, look at active listings down 5%. So prices obviously aren't high enough in Newark, New Jersey, or there's just a bunch of people moving in or buying expensive houses there. Maybe moving from New York. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But if you live in Newark, New Jersey, or you live in New Jersey area, I'd love to know what's up with that. Seems like a hot market. Okay. That's Newark, New Jersey. Let's do Phoenix. Phoenix, AZ. We'll do new listings first. New listings are up 14% in Phoenix, Arizona. So they're gaining some inventory, hopefully. Let's see. Active inventory, how is that? Ooh. Wow, it's up 35% year over year, but look, it's been sliding lately. So that has to mean that pending sales and home sales are up, I would think. That's what that means. It's not. Still down 7% year over year. I wonder if there are a lot of delisted properties in Phoenix. Wish pricing, right? A lot of people are doing that now. They put their home on the market and they're like, if I sell my home right now, great. If I don't, that's okay. I'll just stay where I am. They don't need to sell. They want to sell. So they're just kind of like tire kickers, but not buyers. They're sellers, right? So they're like, I'm just going to test the water, test the market. And a lot of those prices are too high. And so then they delist the home. It comes off the market. And so pending sales may not be impressive there in Phoenix because even though active listings are going down, I mean, they are up considerably compared to last year, right? They're still up 35%, but now they're starting to head down. They're not continuing to rise. You would think if you keep adding new listings and pending listings are bad, active listings are going to increase over time, but they're not there. Maybe because people are pulling their homes off the market. They're like, I tried to sell it this summer and this spring. I didn't get what I wanted. I'm out of here. Let's check price drops. Price drops are up 2.2% year over year in Phoenix. So yes, sellers are dropping their price. They do have a delisted home metric here in Redfin. Unfortunately, though, you got to like go into the behind the data and download it and kind of and put it into a chart. So it's not easy. I won't do that live. Delisted homes. I wonder if that's what's happening. I'll make a note and check that out. I can tell you delisted homes are up a lot nationally. Last time I checked, they were up like 105% year over year. A lot of homes coming off the market that never sell. All right, that's Phoenix. Let's do Seattle. Whoops. I wanted to do median sale price. My fault. For Phoenix. Wow, look at median sale price for Phoenix. 451 grand. I thought home prices would be a lot more expensive there. Started at 447 this year. Now they're at 451. They're close to going below last year. They're close to dropping year over year in Phoenix. They're definitely headed down. I mean, ever since like, what is that? May? They've definitely headed down. Well, maybe now's the time to start poking around and looking at a house in Phoenix. Not for me, but maybe you. Maybe somebody else wants to do that. All right. Median sale price Phoenix down. Seattle. New listings for Seattle up 15% year over year. It's been high all year, higher than last year, most of the year, right? Now let's see what active listings are doing. Wow, that's going up. See the difference in trajectory. Wow, compared to the other metros we were looking at. You've got a definite increase, and it's continuing to go up in Seattle. 27% in active listings, more than last year. Look at that. They started in active listings down 25% year over year. And now they've climbed to 27% increase year over year in active listings. So a lot of listings hit the market this spring. You can see it. Let's see months of supply. Months of supply. 8.3 weeks of supply, which is about 2 months of supply. It's surprising that there's 2 months of supply. That's it. But active listings are skyrocketing. Let's look at pending sales. Pending sales down 6.7%. That's not improving at all. Homes are just not selling there. They're not selling really anywhere, are they? All right, let's look at median sale price for Seattle. Median sale price, $851,000. Wow, look at where it started. 748 grand. Now it's at 851. Yikes. But it's leveled off the last few weeks. It's definitely leveled off, which is probably good, right? I mean, it's not sustainable to continue to go up like it was earlier in the year. All right, that's Seattle. I got Irvine, California. Oop, not in here. Must not be a metro. I'll have to try Anaheim. Probably underneath Anaheim. That's my guess. All right, let's look at Anaheim, California. New listings in Anaheim up 11%. All right, they got a little bit of an inventory increase as far as new listings. What about active listings? It's up 13% year over year, but it's not skyrocketing anymore. Months of supply only 2.5 months of supply approximately. Still a seller's market there, unfortunately. Let's look at prices. Median sale price. Up 11% year over year in Anaheim. They started at 1,078,000. Now they're at 1,184,000. That's an expensive market. But my guess is Anaheim, the Anaheim metro market covers like Irvine and Tustin, that, southern Orange County areas. I'm guessing that's what Anaheim covers. All right. That was Anaheim. Now, we're going to try to figure out this Kansas City metro thing. Whoops. You guys don't want to see that. It's not in here. It must be. I don't know why it's not. What county is Kansas City in? I just Googled it. Jackson, Clay, Platte, and Cass. So let me try to do. I'm going to go to county level and find out. Jackson, Clay. Find out if I can get this. There we go. Jackson County. All right. They say, when I Googled it, it said that that 4 counties are in Kansas City, Missouri. Jackson, Clay, Platte, and Cass. So I picked Jackson. I don't know if that makes sense or not. You tell me. I think Kyle, right, asked for it. Oh, somebody's asking about Connecticut as well. Yeah, Jared's viewpoint. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute, Jared. Oh, and then Anaheim covers the Magic Kingdom too. Yeah, I would imagine. Yep. Mickey Mouse is priced out. He's paying over $1 million for a house, probably to support the insane ticket price. All right. So for Kyle, who asked earlier, right? Kyle asked, "Is Kansas City Metro available?" It's not, and I don't understand why. That's a mystery to me. Maybe somebody knows more than I do about Redfin. So I'm using a county level now for Redfin, and hopefully this gives you some information. So let's look at new listings. And this is Jackson County, which they say is Kansas City when I Googled it. New listings down 13%. Yikes. Yikes. Active listings. Well, that's up 25%, but it's headed down now, probably because new listings are so bad. Months of supply. That's not great either. 9.7 weeks of supply, just over 2 months. Not impressive. And it's headed down. So I'm curious what is up with median sale price there. I'll look at median sale price. $266,000, up 1% year over year. Started at 242 grand. So it's kind of been all over the place, but now it's starting to head underneath last year. So your new listings doesn't look like there's a whole lot of inventory, right? Active listings they were up. Now they're down or headed down, as they always do in the fall or in the winter, but it's not fall yet. But it's surprising that median sale price is starting to head down too. Could just be a lot of bad inventory sitting there. It could be. It's possible. What about pending sales? Yeah, look at pending sales. Not very impressive. Basically flat for pending sales. So not a lot of transactions. It's not homes selling. It could be homes being delisted. or just sitting on the market. Let's look at days on market. I didn't look at that in the other metros. I should have. Yeah, look at median days on market there. 26 days. That's up 8 days year over year. So homes are sitting there, it looks like. Maybe they're in bad areas. Maybe they need a ton of work, right? Again, if homes that are like move-in ready, that are ready for FHA, VA, USDA loans, and they pass those inspections, those are selling well. I think in most areas of the country, they're definitely doing well in Columbus, and that's what I flipped, was an FHA home, and I did that on purpose because I wanted a home. I wanted to create a home that somebody could buy with, a VA loan, a USDA, or an FHA loan, and I was actually glad to accept an offer that was under asking, because I wanted to give somebody an opportunity to buy at a reasonable price, to use a loan that maybe they're a first time home buyer. I don't know. They have their own agent, but I'm happy to do that if, you can still make money at it. So that's where the sweet spot is, folks. To flip homes right now is FHA, VA, USDA, under the median price. Okay. That is Jackson County, Missouri. I don't know, Kyle, did that help at all? I don't know if it did. Oh, let me see what he says. Jackson County is in the southwest section of Kansas City. Yeah. Or east. There's not a lot of great inventory in that area. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can see that. It's like that in a lot of areas of the country. I think you've got inventory, but people are like, bah, that's not for me. Yeah, it's not like the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot house ready to move into. Let me go back up here. Somebody wanted something in Connecticut. The number of listings in Connecticut has been low. When do you expect the inventory to start growing? Oh, that may be tough for me to answer. But let me check it out here. You said where in Connecticut? Any particular area? Well, I know that Hartford seems to be, I don't know if they're in this list or not. Let's hope so. Yeah, Hartford seems to be on the list of the top metros all the time. And it seems like for pricing. Let's do new listings in Hartford and see what's up. New listings, Hartford, Connecticut. Wow, down 23%. I don't know if you're talking about Hartford or not, but down 23%. Are people moving out of New York City into Connecticut? Maybe. Actually, I know somebody in New York who just looked at a house in Hartford, Connecticut. So maybe that's why. Not a lot of new listings. Active listings, how are those? Wow. Active listings down 15% year over year. Holy Toledo. Jeez, that market's rough. I wonder what prices are going to do. Look at months of supply is down too, year over year. This is an area that is a lot different than many areas of the United States with housing right now. Median sale price. Wow. Look at this. Started at 320. Now it's at 379. That seems inexpensive for Hartford, doesn't it? I thought that would be like 700-800 grand at least. Year over year, though, up 11% year over year. I guess people think it's a good deal there, so they're going to keep buying. Man, oh man. The number of listings in Connecticut has been low. I'm just looking back at your question. When do you expect the inventory to start growing? I mean, I have no idea, Jared. I mean, that's not something, I don't really know the local market there that well. But, I mean, you're going to have some type of there has to be a reason for people to list their home for sale, right? There has to be a reason to list it. It can't be like listings just and active inventory just explodes for no reason. So you're going to have more new listings or more inventory of somehow some sort of new listing, new inventory to hit the market, driven by either new supply of homes, builders building them. But rates have been higher, and nationally demand has been low. But in Hartford, it's like gone through the roof, right? And prices are gone through the roof. So I don't know. I would get with the local, interview some realtors in Hartford or wherever you are in Connecticut, and have them run some market analysis for you from a standpoint of months of supply and how long houses are sitting on the market, and then get their opinion as far as when new listings may pick up. I don't know the area that well. I wish I could help you more, but I'm just looking at the charts. Let me go to another question here. Somebody asked me a question. Jason, how do you know SoCal so well? Have you lived there, visited a lot, or just from the internet? Oh, yeah, I used to live there. Yeah, I used to live in actually I used to live in Irvine, and I moved there from Seattle. So lived there for a while, and the weather's great, but I like Ohio better. Ohio fits me better, and better lifestyle. But Irvine's nice, and Southern California weather and is unreal. Oh, New Haven County. Going back to Jared's point of view for Connecticut. New Haven County. Yeah, New Haven, Connecticut. I wonder if they're in this data. Let me look since we're doing this. I'm here. New Haven. Oh, there we go. New Haven, Connecticut. I know that area well. I don't know if Steve Hamrick is still watching or not. He was on here earlier, but Steve and I used to work together, and we actually called on a big customer there in New Haven, Connecticut. Big customer when we worked together. Good guys up there. Good people. All right. Median sale price in New Haven, Connecticut, just like Hartford, it's up 11%, 382 grand. That just seems cheap to me, or inexpensive for a median sale price. I would expect it to be more. New listings down 12%. Jeez. Active listings down 8%. I mean, I'm really curious about pending sales there. Pending sales down 11%. Wow. So pending sales aren't up. Houses aren't moving faster. Let me go back to active listings. Active listings are just down a ton because new listings are down a ton. I wonder how median days on market, how that's looking. Well, that's up 3 days to 39 days compared to last year. But look at the median days on market. Like, it hasn't moved that much over the last 4 years. I mean, at one point you were at 44 days. You're at 36 days at one point. Like, you see some markets that are like 6 days, 10 days. So it could just be that people are continuing to buy there with the limited inventory and continue to drive prices up because it's relatively affordable, probably, right, compared to the other areas of the United States, and even especially in the Northeast. But I'm shocked that the median sale price isn't higher there. I am. I would have thought it would be over 500 grand at least. All right. See if we got anything else. All right, those are the comments. Well, hey, that's my live Redfin. I appreciate you joining me today. I went an hour and 9 minutes. I always tell myself I'll keep it to an hour, but I never do. If you have an area you want me to analyze, and we want to talk about, put it in the comments below. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next Redfin Live. Peace.